Hello, everybody. It is I, back from the dead again. I am Lythaniel, the reviewer, here back with another review. This one I wasn't going to miss for the world. Had to do it this weekend. Just got back. Just saw John Wick 4. Gotta let y'all know what I think about it. Big ass smile on the face. Might be kind of giving it away. But, don't pay that no attention. But yeah, just want to go over couple things really quick. I'm not going to actually take it too long. It's going to be non-spoiler review. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So just to give you a background, I have seen the first three John Wicks. I don't have them on 4K yet. I'm actually gonna wait for a new box set to come out with all 4 movies. Then I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up. But yeah, I've seen the first 3, so I've been super excited for number 4. It's been one of my favorite franchises as of recent, so super excited to see it. So made sure I paid full price. Didn't wait for my little Tuesday, $5, $6, $8 sale. Had to get it now, and right off the bat, absolutely worth it. $18, little high, but for certain movies, it's worth it. So I did see it at a Marcus Theater. It was an Ultra Screen DLX with Dolby Atmos, so I had my speakers up top, and it was actually kind of nice. I actually looked up top at the theater roof, and I thought, I got me a nice little Dolby Atmos. I only got, a 0.4 for the speakers, but no, I mean, there had to been like 16 something speakers up there, and kind of came in handy. I think there might have been some little quirks with the actual theater I was in itself. I heard a lot of just kind of some certain sounds just coming from the left side a lot. That was a little weird though, but for the most part, everything went fine. But yeah, no, Atmos is pretty cool to have. So just kind of keeping it simple. No, I really love this movie. This was a great movie, and I had a blast. They've got the runtime at about, I believe, 2 hours, 49 minutes, so it is an adventure, but I never felt tired throughout it. There was a similar movie I'm going to actually be doing a review after this one of. I seen The Irishman. You can find that on Netflix. It's got De Niro, Pacino, a couple other guys. I think that one comes in about the same time, just under 3 hours, and I felt that one a little bit more, but just, that'll be its own thing. But yeah, no, some people may be worn out about it, but no, I enjoyed it the entire time. You get a lot of extended fight scenes, and you still get some bomb-ass choreography. You still get some excellent shootouts, nice guns, nice rides. Some people may feel that it's kind of more of the same, but that's actually more of the same thing that I want. I just want great action. The story itself it's not getting too bloated to me. It's still kind of keeping its own little theme, and and it's not spoilery, but of course, it deals with John Wick and his issues with the high table, and he's still trying to get his freedom and things like that. He's got some people he wants to kill. More of the same, but it's something that still works. Now, that being said, I do worry that as much it is more of the same, I don't want it to be burned to the ground, like as if Disney touched Star Wars. I don't know if they're gonna do a number 5. I know they got some spin-offs planned, but this might be a good stopping point, might not. I think I might be good with this, but if they come out with 5, I will be really cautious about it, because like I said, as much as I wanted more of that same, I do know when I got my feel, and I think I did get my feel with this movie, and especially once you have that catalog of the 4 movies, you're set. I don't need 10 John Wicks. I don't need 8 John Wicks. This has been a very, very good, solid 4. So yeah, happy with the story. Nothing too crazy. It's still keeping it simple. There were some times where I couldn't necessarily honestly tell what some people were saying. There were just some thicker accents. If you do get this on a home release, you can definitely turn on captions, and that'll help alleviate the issue completely. So you'll know exactly who is saying what, and if it's some exotic location or some kind of weird European city you never heard of or locale, the captions could help with that, but it really wasn't that big of a deal. You just were kind of maybe uncertain maybe for a couple minutes about where they're really going, and it wasn't that big of a deal. Just kind of going off of that with audio. Speaking back on the Dolby Atmos, loved it. This is honestly a movie, this is kind of a weird qualification, even again going back to the home release. If you find yourself that either live in an apartment You have someone either living to your side, above, or below you. If you're not in a single family home, isolated, you need to go see this at the theater. The bass was booming. I felt every shotgun blast, impact with cars, fights, you feel it. And because even kind of going back to with my sound system, I actually do have to turn my subwoofer down. So I've got it about 50% down because it kicks that bass so much. I could play it here, turn it back to 0. I've got it at -6 right now. Turn it back to 0, really have that booming. Oh, I'm getting noise complaints. So unfortunately, it's a type of movie that if you are in an apartment, town home, anything like that, where you're connected to another person and you don't want to come off as a dick, you're gonna have to turn the bass down, and you actually do lose not a lot of impact, but what could be there, man, you owe it to yourself to actually feel that impact. And that's just another thing. Also, if you're someone that doesn't necessarily like, and it's loud, it's a loud ass movie. You feel the bass, you feel the volume. You're not gonna be able to have a conversation during this, and it has moments where it slows down and the action stops. But this is an action movie, and it's something that's been so necessary for so long now, and we've really needed that. So I'm really glad that we do have that finally. But yeah, love the audio, love that kick-ass booming bass, and it's something that's only gonna get better, as Atmos systems get better in the home, as they get more speakers, people start going from, the reflective roof to actual in-roof speakers. This could be a reference track, so really enjoyed that there. As far as visuals, love the visuals. So what you do kind of have, you do have a lot of night scenes, but they're very well accented with the, not necessarily neon colors, but just bright lines and bright kind of breaks within the picture. Something I want to almost compare it to was, I want to say Bullet Train. John Wick 4 did it so much better with visually than with Bullet Train, because something about Bullet Train, if you happen to see that movie, or even if it might still be on Netflix, I don't know if they've taken it down, but just something was off about the actual color screen. Even, if you're on an HDR TV or something like that, even though you don't get Dolby Vision on that, on Netflix, whatever. But the colors, it felt really good, for lack of a better term, because you get these darks, but then you still have these kind of reds popping out. You get these purples, these blues, kind of same with this picture. The way that they actually stand out, you notice it, and it's something that's kind of missing from a lot of stuff, because, bring it back to the home release, a really good this is going to look great on a really good TV, a really good 4K TV. This is going to look amazing, and hopefully, and actually it should, because it'll have Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos. It's going to look great. I guess that's the best way I can say it, is I love the look of it. It had different colors. It wasn't just only, reds, purples, blues. You get some greens every once in a while. You get some daytime scenes. You still get good night scenes, but it never felt too dark. I guess that's kind of the summary of everything. So you can still see things clearly. They'll have certain scenes where, again, it's nighttime, and the action of certain firefights completely contrast that. And it's absolutely just fire, spitting fire, So big kudos to that. Another reason I can't wait to go buy it, pre-order it, get the steelbook, whatever. But yeah, absolutely love the visuals of it. And like I said, never got sick of it over the 2.5 hours. You still get those breaks, and it's not all this all the time. You do still get those kind of stops and, lulls in the action, but it's not an overload. It never overloaded me. So I love that about the film. Yeah, even the characters just kind of bounce off from the story. John Wick's still awesome. Still love Keanu in that. And it was kind of funny. I saw the main guy, and not a spoiler, he's in the trailer, but there's a guy named Kane, played by Donnie Yen. And if you haven't recognized him, or maybe you might have seen him, he looks familiar. He was the main character from Ip Man. There's like 4 Chinese kind of kung fu movies. Yeah, I loved him in those. I saw Ip Man 1 through 3. I still got to see Ip Man 4. But y'all, Kane was badass. Loved him. Shamir Anderson, who plays the tracker. Good performance by him. Good performance by the dog, you know. Great performances all around. No one I had any issues with. Soundtracks was good, you know. No issues with the music. Yeah, I fully enjoyed this movie. I would recommend everyone, if you are into action movies, if you've seen the other John Wicks, you need to see this movie. I am absolutely enthusiastically giving this a 5 out of 5 stars. Absolutely love this film. You know, put up the 5, pew, 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 pew. I don't know. But, yeah. Go see this movie if you get a chance. Definitely see it in the theater. You know, if you at least got a single family home, you know, definitely buy it. Buy a sound system for it. This absolutely deserves it. And, you know, I'm curious what they're going to do with the spinoffs. I'm still cautious with them because I don't want this to be ruined with it. But that's why they're spinoffs. So, you know. Yeah, let me know if you guys got any questions. You know, nothing spoilery. I don't want anything spoilery in the comments. This is a non-spoiler review, so, you know, I don't want to have anything like that or block anybody, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. And I got a couple more reviews coming up. I do have to do the Irishman review. So, essentially, I'm going to be doing an Oscars kind of correction. I'm late, whatever, leave me alone. But, yeah, I'm going to be reviewing all the Oscar Best Picture nominees to actually see which one of those are the best. I still got my worst of the best review for The Prestige to do, so yeah. Busy man, busy man, but I will see you guys next time. Later.